Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Cities Skylines. I am, of course, the ConflictNerd, this is Nerdshire, and it has been a little while since the last episode, so I suppose I've got that to apologize for. And I do want to explain, just in case you haven't been paying attention to the channel and my two Twitter feeds, I have been very ill. As you may know if you've been keeping up with this series, I did have a cold for a while. Then something else rather severe happened to me that put me in hospital for a little while, so, I have been ill. Interestingly, I'm recording this on a day that I'm supposed to be doing nothing but resting is really boring, and I haven't played Cities in like a week. So, yeah, welcome back! Welcome back. I have missed this. I'm gonna be honest, I don't have a plan. For this episode, I'm sort of gonna wing it, to be honest. I do want to address this area, so we'll get right to that. And by not having a plan, I mean I usually do have some description of a plan when it comes to these episodes. Not this time. But yes, I think we'll sort of deal with this area a little bit and put something in kind of from there to there and fill in this space. I also really want to deal with this roundabout, because I've done a little bit of work off camera. At least I think I did this off camera. I honestly don't remember. And as you can see, that appears to be causing some problems. So turn traffic lights off there for a start. Make sure they're turned off all around that roundabout, which they appear to be. Make sure they're off over here, which they appear to be. Okay, and then traffic around this way is just a nightmare. It's not so bad when it gets on that bridge because it does funnel out, but all the guys going that way are proving to be problematic. So, really I just want to deal with the massive traffic that's trying to get into that area. And I think what I may do is create some kind of bypass, basically, where if you want to, I don't know, because what I kind of want to do is turn this highway into a stretch of highway that comes straight into this area. But that would mean anyone coming along here is going to have to go straight into that area, unless I create some off-ramps that perhaps go to that highway. Which, I mean, could work. I think there's just a bit much going on here. The only thing is I risk pushing all of this traffic a different way. Let's give this a shot, though. I'm nervous, I'll be honest. Yeah, let's give this a shot. Let's start demolishing all of this. Alright, so I want to demolish the ramps, and what I think I'm going to do is get rid of that roundabout, which is much bigger than the other ones I have, but if we get rid of that, okay, so we delete this. And we sort of bring this back a little bit to make it work, and we sort of, that'll work out. So I want some highways, and I want them to curve sort of along like this. Alright? And then this one's obviously going to have to curve around the train tracks there. So we bring this down and along and over like that, and we're going to fix that junction because it's kind of annoying me. So just make that look nice. There we go, that's a bit better. So what that's done is completely cut this section of highway off from everything else, which is less than ideal because that's a big through road right now, but we can fix that by doing something. I don't quite know what, but something. Perhaps getting rid of that entire stretch of highway and forcing traffic down through the city. That might be an idea. I think for the meantime, what I'll do is create a loop here, just so I can see where traffic goes. I just want to see what this will do. This isn't going to be permanent. This is just to see what the traffic winds up doing. Like all the traffic in this area, for example, and that's also a big old one-way road. So I think, get rid of that. And I mean, that bridge is a little bit unnecessary, but I think it'll be okay. What I may actually do, just to give it a shot, is connect that to there. That's a two-way road. That is not what I wanted. That is what I wanted. There we go. So those guys can all only turn left, which is fine with me. No traffic lights, though. Okay, so we'll see what that does. I just want to see what the traffic winds up doing and how it flows. I imagine most of it will probably start flowing down to that roundabout. But there's not a lot of traffic down there to begin with. I want to see what all of these guys do and how this starts to work, because I imagine this will probably just have industrial traffic coming along it. If even, to be honest, because I know a lot of it does come out here, so it will mostly be industrial traffic. I mean, I just want to see what it does for all of this and how the traffic sort of deal, or how the area deals with it. Now that traffic's going to take a while to flow out. It seems to be going okay, though. This is filtering out. I imagine once all of this traffic is sort of gone about its thing and sort of got back into a route that they can use. This is still a lot of traffic that was previously backed up, so I think this may take a little while to sort itself. This seems to be flowing kind of nicely. A lot of traffic flowing through the city. Still a decent bit of traffic down here, which is certainly nice to see. Interesting. Yeah, still a decent bit of traffic there. Okay, that's not so bad. Traffic it's still clearing out there. Down, here we go. Yes, this was bound to happen. So, this is what I was expecting. I knew full well this was coming. They do seem to be flowing out there a little bit. But is the majority of that traffic trying to go left? A lot of it does seem to be trying to go that way, which is interesting. A lot of it wanting to go that way as well. So I have just moved my traffic problems, and holy hell have I moved them. That's interesting. Okay, we can fix that. Still a lot of traffic here. Well, more than I expected. There's not that much, to be honest. Decent bit over here, probably coming out of the city. But yeah, my traffic problem has just been moved. And the question is, how the hell do I fix it? Let's move the crematorium. I'll put it there. And then what I want to do is grab this and just try and squeeze it through there. Okay. So, what is that going to do? Currently, it's just forcing traffic into the middle lane and then back across. It's not actually, like, no one's going in that way. So I think a lot of the traffic problems here are from people that are wanting to go to different districts. Like, they're not wanting to go to Riverside. They're wanting to go elsewhere. So, that's interesting, meaning this junction is kind of just redundant. Because no one's actually using it to get into that district, so we don't need that. Everyone is just trying to go this way, it seems. I suppose currently we have sort of just created a massive ring road, haven't we? Because, you know, this highway goes the whole way around the city. And, like, this in particular is now the only way. Like, it used to be you could go from here down onto this highway and across. Now you have to go from here the whole way down and around and up. So, I think we may need this road back. But what I want to do is change it up a little bit. And perhaps not have a roundabout. Have just a big kind of thing. I don't know. This thing here, whatever it is. Yeah, this three-way intersection is probably the better idea. Which could cause some complications, but I mean, it fits in there relatively nicely. It's just, I'm going to have to move it forward a little bit. Slope too steep. Perfect. Good to know. Okay, well, in that case, I mean, I suppose I could build it myself. Oh dear. That's a scary thought. Yeah, let's pause the game. Let's demolish these bits of road just a little bit and sort of tidy them up. Go to here and come along like this, and then sort of just create the same thing going backwards so the roads are lined up nicely, like that. Alright, so the roads are lined up. So what we now need to do is create an off-ramp that goes that way, and one that comes this way. So those guys can do that. And now we need another one that goes up like... Am I doing this right? I might be. Up like this. So over to there, then across, then to there. So that lets them go that way. Then we need one that comes from here and lets these guys off, which I don't think is going to be an option. Not the way I want it to be anyway. So let's try squeezing it by. Easy does it. So something like this might work. It's a bit ugly, but is that kind of what I'm wanting? Will that work? That's going to let traffic go that way or that way. And then they can come that way or from that way. Is that? No, hold on a minute. That's not doing what I want it to. They need to go... No, they can go either way. That's going to do what I want it to, right? That's going to work. I think. We'll see. I'm not... Hold on a minute. So these guys can either go left or right, which is correct. And then they can either come from the left or come from that way. Yeah, I've created a thing. It's a bit ugly, but it does the job, I suppose. Right? That'll work. That'll do. That'll do. I'm fine with that. I mean, some people are using it. We might see it get more use once the pathfinding updates. This actually seems to be cleared out, which is good. This roundabout is... Oof. Ah, right. This is the problem. There is a lot of traffic trying to head that way. Which is not ideal, is the thing. That is not ideal. What I may do is create a... I might... Let me try just bringing this off of here and over and like this. So that's like, is that gonna do anything? That's people into the district, but it doesn't let people from the district onto that lane is the problem. I also don't think anyone from that lane is interested in going into that area, so let's forget that. Okay, well this is flowing. This is good. This is also, like, this is still a problem. This needs to be fixed, because there's too much traffic going through there, and it is causing problems for that roundabout and the rest of the city. Because that roundabout is such a key intersection between this area and everywhere else. So, how do we make this work is the question that needs to be answered. First off, possibly 3-lane roads. Well, no, traffic, I mean, it is flowing. It is certainly flowing. It's just, I mean, this is the major problem. This is the massive, massive backlog of traffic. But what I'm realizing is I could totally just put one of these in. I mean, that's going to destroy a lot of stuff, though. But I could totally put it in. Probably be a much better idea, too. I mean, how big is that, is the question. Like, that is pretty huge. That is much bigger than the roundabout, but as interchanges go, and intersections, and whatever the hell you call them, that's not so bad. I'm going to have a quick look at the rest of the city, though, and just make sure everything's okay. These guys are happy enough. It annoys me that downtown doesn't have a lot of traffic. Same with these areas. Like, they're also very bare at the moment. I do need to fix that. But no, everywhere else has loads of traffic, and the areas that should have loads of traffic don't. Okay, let's go ahead and make this work. We're going to have to be very careful with what we delete here, because I think that's about as far back as the train line is going to need to go. This is going to need to go. And then back to here is all going to need to go. This is a really big job, but it might pay off. It might let me get on to other things rather than just managing traffic all the time, which is currently most of this game. So, we've cleared the area. There is not enough space. Oh boy. Alright, back to the bulldozer. We're gonna have to go ahead and clear out this as well. Okay, so we've done that. Back to road selection, It's still not enough. Gonna have to get rid of some incinerators, which is problematic. Let's just move them somewhere else altogether because I'm not getting rid of them. Move them on to, move them down to that space, move down to that space, and move you next to it, I suppose. We'll work this out when we get a little bit closer to actually building things here. Put that there. Okay, so we need to get rid of that road. And then can I squeeze it in? Squeeze it in. Space already occupied by what? Ah, fire station, I see it. Alright, so fire station can go there. Alright. Can I do it now? Space already occupied by... It looks like that stretch of road is the only thing giving me problems. Come on, space already occupied by... possibly that windmill and that stretch of road. So goodbye to that stretch of road, and we shall move this windmill over here. Okay, can I now place it? Let me do this. Let me do this. Oh, come on, that is perfect. What else is occupying the space? The road? Yeah, the road. This is kind of snapping awkwardly too, which I really don't want it to do. Come on. Oh god, the incinerator there on the left is causing problems. Goodbye. We're gonna have to put you over here for a minute. No, come... Ah, there we go. Alright, that doesn't line up all too well though, so I may need to get rid of you. And come back to this. Oh, come on. That... To hell with it, close enough. Alright, we're gonna have to adjust these bridges, and we're gonna have to make this all work. So, the highways are gonna need to come down and go up. A little bit steep there on that one. I could probably fix that. No, that was not what I wanted to do, but that might be alright. So let's go up and over. Alright, and then we need to reconnect that road underneath because that cannot stay disconnected. Give me that. Yeah, that's alright. Okay, so the highways there are connected. These guys can probably do with something like that. And bring these back a little bit. And connect them in like that. And like that. That does bring them down to 2 lanes out of 3 though, so let's bring that back to normal. So bring that up like that, but make it that so they don't park there. Okay. That kind of works. This is going to need adjusted a little bit because this is kind of steep and will not let me make the turn properly. So, oh god, let's be careful. So we'll bring this around a little bit and over like that. And around like that. Okay. Now we just need to fix the bridges, which is not going to be any small task. We may just need to redo the bridges. Okay. So, bring this straight across like that, and straight across like that. Do they match up? They do. Beautiful. Alright, so does that work? Like, will that work? Let's find out. I imagine it will. I don't know why it wouldn't, and for God's sake, why are you making U-turns? I suppose that they'll probably not do that when things sort themselves out, but that seems to be flowing. That certainly seems to be flowing, which is good news. Let's go ahead and upgrade all the stretches of it that I... Really? Space already occupied? For God's sake, fine. Don't let me upgrade it then. I guess that works. Upgrade those bits, and these bits too. That seems to be working, actually. I quite like that. That is certainly letting traffic flow much better than my roundabouts ever did, so... What the hell is that? Oh, it's a police station. Should probably put that back. Somewhere where it's actually useful, such as there. Alright, so that has actually given me a bit of space here I could work with. And now to sort out the incineration plants, because those are kind of in weird places. So put that one back there. I suppose those ones are probably going to have to stay where they are. That seems to have solved a lot of our traffic problems there, though, which is nice. Traffic around here is still pretty packed, but I don't think that's going to be a major issue, because it's mainly buses causing it, I think. It seems to be anyway. It's probably just buses. At least they're flowing out of here nice and quickly, and they're either heading straight into the city or they're heading down this way. Like, they're not getting stuck on a roundabout. So that's good. Any other problems anywhere? Doesn't really seem to be, which is fantastic news. No, I'm not seeing any problems anywhere. I'm still annoyed that there's not a lot of traffic downtown, but at the same time, it's kind of nice. Anyway, we've got a lot of commercial demand, we've got a lot of industrial demand, which is probably offices, but we'll have a look. Elementary schools, we do need more of. So let's, yes, over here especially. So let's go ahead and get ourselves an elementary school. We're making a lot of money, too. Elementary school, we'll put one here as well. I'm going to go ahead and put one up here as well. And we'll put one down here on the coast as well. Okay, so that gives us some fairly decent capacity. I'll put one here. If I can get the capacity right up, that's kind of all I want to do. There isn't one down here, which we could probably do with. So, I'll put one there. Alright. That seems to be working. And another one down here, if at all possible. Kind of, well, there, actually. Put it on its... I'll put it in this area. That's where I want it. There we go. Okay, so that's some decent elementary school coverage. It's not perfect, but it's alright. High schools could be better. We don't have a lot of coverage on that. Each one gives us 1,000 capacity. Each one costing 560 per week. If we could definitely afford to put 10 down and get higher coverage. Let's see what we can do. Let's put a high school here to begin with. Alright, that's covering most of that area. We'll put one over here somewhere. Can I put it on the coast? Like right on the river? No, that's not an option. Okay. Put it there. Okay. Put one there. Put one there. And maybe somewhere kind of here, I think. Might be a good idea. Near the roundabout. Yeah. Alright, so that'll give us... That's 10,000 coverage for high schools, which is good. University coverage could be better. How much are these per week? Quite expensive to begin with, but good capacity. So, let's put a university. In there would be perfect, actually. Don't think that's an option, though. Let's see. Can I get a university in here somewhere? We'd totally just get one... Get one right there, but it's kind of not the ideal road for it. That is an office area as well. No, that's commercial. Okay, I kind of like the idea of putting one in the commercial area. Let's see. Let's put it, yeah, we'll put it on that road there. There we go. So, university in that space. And then if I could get some giant parks on either side, that'd be great. At least some fairly large ones anyway. That's maybe a little bit large. Okay, what we'll do is we'll put a park there and a park there. Alright, so a couple of parks next to it. Everywhere is upgrading. You can hear it. Just everything is dinging like crazy. Alright, that'll keep people happy. Good lord, everything is upgrading. It's nuts. Kind of wonderful, though. This is kind of cool, too. I like the look of this. Oh, Jesus. Can you... Like, I know I turn my game sound down a little bit when I'm, like, in these videos. You might not hear it fully, but seriously, everything, like, there were some serious dings there. Everything just bloody upgraded. How's things up here? Pretty good. Land value up here is not great, though, so let's see if I can fix that. We'll go ahead and put a park in somewhere, like there. Alright, that increases land value a little bit. Not much, though. Let's see. Oh, some people are upgrading, which is nice. Let me get a parking lot in here. And next to it. A couple of parking lots. Okay. People are dinging about here, which is nice. Low land value over this way. Let me get one of my little parks just there. Alright. That'll increase some land value. Let me get another one just next to it. Alright. And we'll put some smaller ones just about the place too. Like there. And if I could get one in there too, that'd be great. Doesn't look like it though. Alright, lots more dinging going on, which is always good. I could get one there, which I kind of like the look of. I could get one... Oh, let me get one there now. Alright, then down here somewhere as well. Would be perfect, right there. Alright, so that's increased the land value about there. It's pretty low down here too, actually, which should probably be sorted out. Can I get one on the coast? Oh, I can. I can get several on the coast. Wonderful, look at that. 3 little parks there. That's going to absolutely increase the land value in that area. And holy crap, our income is insane. Wonderful. Alright, pretty good land value there. Not so great over here. Give me one of my 4x4 parks for that space. Just there. And we'll put another one sort of there. Alright. And then we definitely need one up here too, just to increase the land value around there. Wonderful. That should cause a lot of just upgrades about the place, which is nice. Our income is almost at 30,000, which is also nice. Let's have a quick look at the airport. How's that going? Not that many people using it. I don't mind so much, though. I like the look of it, which is kind of the point of it. And I realize I've completely forgot to do anything with this area again. I'm terrible. I really need to start remembering these things. Traffic here is actually not so great. Backing up a little bit, because a lot of people are trying to get into that district. Maybe I should make an alternate way in there, such as, let's give this a shot and see how it works. Because that'll stop some people from going the whole way down there to get into that district. It also lets them go either left or right at that junction, which is kind of interesting. So that might encourage some people to take that immediate turn. Might. It doesn't seem like it is, though. In the slightest. Okay, so no one's really taking that turn. It's not so bad down here, I suppose. Anyone? No, you're taking it. Okay. There's a couple of people doing it, I suppose. I mean, it doesn't seem to be causing traffic problems, so I think I'll just keep it, to be honest. Yeah. I'm just gonna keep it. I kind of like it. No, there's a fair few people using it, I suppose, which... Yeah, it works. Kind of tempts to put traffic lights here, though. Let's see what that does. If we put traffic lights there... How badly is that going to... Oh, God, no. Okay, no traffic lights. We're going to have to just let that flow the way it does. It's not so bad. Traffic does seem to be flowing relatively well in all of these areas. Nothing too serious down here. My phone just beeped. Interesting. I don't know if you heard that. I think this is going well. We seem to have sorted most of our traffic problems, which is good. One of the major criticisms everyone throws at me is that I use too many roundabouts. Like, seriously, that's the most common thing people say, as well as my road design being terrible, but... It's true. It's true. I use too many of them. I just like them. I do just like roundabouts. Especially because roundabouts can often confuse Americans, because... I don't get it. Like, use roundabouts. They're really efficient, except when they're designed by me. I mean, I think I am the last person that should be promoting roundabouts, because, good lord, I can't use them. Also, traffic lights are totally going here, because that junction is becoming a bit of a nightmare. It's a little bit out of control. Don't need them there, though. Yeah, that's a bit better. Traffic lights, absolutely necessary there. Do I need any pedestrian paths, is the question. I think I could do with some. I think I'll put one from there to there, just to connect that area. And, I think we'll do one from here, sort of over like that and to there, to let people cross over a little bit. Anywhere else that we need some? Maybe from this area, so something like there, sort of alongside the railway line, and then down like that. let people walk to work. And one down here as well wouldn't do any harm. Get rid of a building for it. There we go. Alright, that's not so bad. Could totally link up these areas if I turn off snapping, so let's try that. So bring this across like that and over. Okay. That's pretty good. Oh, easy does it. So something like that as well. And then we'll connect it over here as well. Yeah, I like that. We'll make this work eventually. I realize I've done nothing to sort out the demand that we had. I've sort of just rearranged things here and there. Okay, we'll do that in the next episode. To hell with it. We'll make this area an industrial/commercial park. Because I need to do it eventually. And I do need to sort out that area. And then, I think when we sort that area, the next step will be filling in some of these empty spaces. And then it'll be, because I like leaving these empty, but then it'll be the island. And then when the island's done, which is going to involve finding a new source of power, because these all have to go. When the island is done, that means we have to go back into the city, tear things apart to make them a little bit more efficient, and then we're done with this city. And I have some ideas for another city, so, you know, things are looking up from here, folks. But that's enough talk about the future, because right now I'm going to leave it here. Thank you very much for watching. This has been Cities Skylines. I'm the ConflictNerd, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.